A tower of dirt. That's all it looked like. Nothing rare, nothing valuable, nothing worth a second glance. Yet beneath it, a secret had been waiting for millions of years. A secret worth fortunes. And the creatures protecting it weren't humans. They were termites, tiny insects, blind builders, silent workers, creating one of the most unexpected treasure maps ever discovered. And what happened next shocked researchers. Welcome to Pro Gems, where hidden treasures, rare discoveries, and nature's greatest secrets come to light. If you're fascinated by gold, gemstones, lost fortunes, and extraordinary discoveries, you're in the right place. Now let's uncover one of the strangest gold stories ever told. Across Africa, across Australia, across some of the most remote landscapes on Earth, termite mounds rise from the ground like ancient monuments. Some stand taller than a person. Others survive for decades. Many survive even longer. Travelers pass them. Farmers ignore them. Animals shelter beside them. Most people never stop to wonder what's inside, because from the outside, they're just dirt. But underneath, an entirely different world exists. Millions of tunnels, countless chambers, sophisticated ventilation systems, underground cities built without blueprints, without machines, without architects, yet somehow perfectly engineered. For years, scientists studied these structures, trying to understand how such tiny insects could build something so complex. But eventually, researchers discovered something far more interesting than the termites themselves. Something glittering, something valuable, something that changed the entire story. Gold. At first, the evidence seemed impossible. Tiny traces of gold appeared inside certain termite mounds. Not nuggets, not visible flakes, microscopic particles. Easy to overlook, easy to dismiss, but impossible to ignore. Scientists tested more samples, then more, then even more. The pattern continued, again and again and again. Gold traces kept appearing. That raised a fascinating question. Where was it coming from? The termites certainly weren't manufacturing gold. So what was happening? The answer was hidden deep underground, far below the surface, far below the reach of ordinary roots, far below what most people ever see. Many termite species dig astonishingly deep. As they excavate tunnels, they transport tiny amounts of material upward, grain by grain, particle by particle, year after year. Without realizing it, they bring geological clues to the surface. Clues that humans can study. Clues that may reveal hidden mineral deposits. But could these clues actually lead to real gold discoveries? What happened next shocked researchers. Geologists began comparing termite mound samples with underground geology. The results were remarkable. Some mounds sat directly above gold-bearing rock formations. Others stood above mineralized zones known to contain precious metals. The insects had unknowingly become geological samplers. While humans searched with expensive equipment, the termites had already been gathering information for years, sometimes decades. Imagine that. Millions of dollars in exploration budgets, advanced technology, specialized drilling crews, and nearby, an insect colony was quietly collecting evidence for free. Nature had built its own exploration system, and almost nobody noticed. But the most fascinating proof was still ahead. One of the most famous examples emerged in Western Australia, a region known for enormous mineral wealth. Researchers analyzed termite mounds scattered across remote terrain. The insects had transported tiny particles from deep underground. Among those particles, gold. The discovery attracted significant attention because beneath some of those areas, exploration later confirmed buried gold systems, not visible at the surface, not obvious to the naked eye, hidden, completely concealed beneath layers of soil and rock. Yet the termites had already left clues. Researchers realized that studying termite mounds could help identify promising exploration targets, not replace drilling, not replace geology, but provide another valuable tool, another piece of the puzzle, another way to narrow the search. And when you're hunting for something as rare as gold, every clue matters. But if termites could reveal hidden gold, what else might they be revealing? The deeper scientists investigated, the stranger the mystery became. Gold wasn't the only material appearing in termite mounds. Researchers found evidence of other minerals as well, elements associated with deep geological systems, materials connected to valuable deposits. The insects weren't treasure hunters. They weren't searching for wealth. They were simply building homes, expanding colonies, protecting their young. Yet their daily activities were producing information worth enormous amounts of money. That's the extraordinary part. Nature often hides incredible value inside ordinary things. A cracked stone, a weathered outcrop, a crystal-filled cavity, or a mound of dirt built by insects. The greatest discoveries rarely look valuable at first. That's why most people miss them. And here's where the story becomes even more fascinating. Gold exploration is incredibly difficult. Most deposits never reach the surface. Many remain hidden for millions of years, covered by vegetation, covered by sediments, covered by time itself. Prospectors may search entire lifetimes without finding a major deposit. Companies can spend fortunes drilling unsuccessful targets. The odds are brutal. Yet termites don't care. They continue digging, year after year, generation after generation, quietly collecting samples from below. It's almost as if nature is leaving breadcrumbs, tiny hints, tiny signals, tiny whispers from the depths. The question is, who's paying attention? What happened next surprised even experienced geologists. Researchers began mapping termite mounds more carefully. Patterns started to emerge. Clusters of mounds sometimes aligned with underlying geological structures. Not every mound indicated gold. Far from it. But certain anomalies became difficult to ignore. In exploration, success rarely comes from one clue. It comes from combining many clues: geology, geochemistry, satellite imagery, drilling, and sometimes unexpected help from insects. The termite mound became another layer of intelligence, another source of information, another reason to investigate, and occasionally, that investigation led somewhere very interesting. Think about the psychology of this for a moment. Imagine standing in a remote landscape, no visible gold, no obvious treasure, nothing but dirt, heat, silence, and scattered termite mounds. Most people would see nothing. A geologist might see possibility, because hidden wealth often disguises itself as something ordinary. History proves it repeatedly. Some of the world's greatest discoveries were overlooked for years, sometimes decades, not because they were hidden, but because nobody understood what they were looking at. The termite mound belongs to that category, a common object, hiding extraordinary information, waiting for someone curious enough to ask questions. And perhaps that's the biggest lesson in this entire story. Discovery begins with curiosity, not luck, not magic. Curiosity. Someone noticed an unusual pattern. Someone asked why. Someone investigated further. And eventually, a completely ordinary insect mound became part of a remarkable scientific story. A story connecting biology, geology, exploration, and gold. The result wasn't just a new exploration technique. It was a reminder. Nature is constantly communicating, constantly leaving clues, constantly revealing secrets. Most people simply don't recognize them. Right now, as you're watching this, millions of termites are working beneath the earth, building, digging, expanding their underground kingdoms, moving tiny grains of soil, one particle at a time, completely unaware of the role they're playing. Yet hidden among those particles may be evidence of undiscovered mineral systems, hidden gold, hidden treasure, hidden opportunities, waiting, patiently, silently, for someone to notice. And that's what makes this story so extraordinary. The termites never intended to reveal anything, yet they did. They built homes and accidentally exposed clues worth millions. Not through intelligence, not through planning, but through persistence. Relentless persistence. The same persistence that built towers from dirt. The same persistence that transformed tiny insects into unexpected allies of modern exploration. So the next time you see a termite mound rising from the landscape, don't just see dirt. Don't just see insects. See a mystery. See a message from deep underground. See one of nature's most unlikely treasure maps. Because somewhere beneath a mound that looks completely ordinary, a hidden fortune may still be waiting. And the next great gold discovery could begin exactly where nobody thought to look, under the feet of termites, the smallest builders, guarding some of Earth's greatest secrets. But the story doesn't end there, not even close. Because once scientists realized termites could reveal hidden gold, a much bigger question emerged. Could nature be exposing other buried treasures too? The answer was intriguing. Researchers around the world began looking at termite mounds differently, not as piles of dirt, but as biological sampling machines, living systems constantly collecting information from below. And what they found was remarkable. In some regions, termites were bringing up traces of minerals associated with copper. In others, elements linked to deeper geological formations appeared near the surface. The insects weren't selecting these materials. They weren't searching for valuable deposits. They were simply moving Earth. Yet every grain carried information. Information hidden deep underground. Information that would otherwise remain invisible. And suddenly, scientists realized something important. The termites had access to places humans couldn't easily reach, at least not without expensive drilling. Think about that. A colony of insects weighing only a few pounds could provide clues about rock formations buried tens of meters below the ground. That sounds almost impossible. Yet nature often accomplishes extraordinary things through simple processes. And that realization changed the way many researchers viewed the landscape itself. Because if termites were revealing hidden geology, what other natural clues had been overlooked? What other secrets were hiding in plain sight? What happened next was unexpected. Researchers began combining termite mound analysis with modern exploration technology. Satellite imaging, geological mapping, chemical testing, drilling programs, each method contributing another piece of the puzzle, and when multiple clues pointed to the same location, confidence increased dramatically. The search became smarter, more targeted, more efficient. The goal wasn't to let termites find gold. The goal was to understand the message they were unintentionally delivering, a message written in microscopic particles, a message hidden inside ordinary dirt. And for explorers, that message could be incredibly valuable, because every unnecessary drill hole costs money, every mistake costs time, every clue matters. Yet perhaps the most fascinating part of this story isn't about gold at all. It's about perspective. Thousands of people can look at the same object. Most see nothing. A few see opportunity. That's often the difference between discovery and disappointment. The termite mound never changed. The landscape never changed. Only human understanding changed. And once that happened, a simple structure built by insects became something far more important. A scientific clue, a geological signal, a reminder that nature is constantly revealing secrets to those willing to pay attention. And somewhere right now, across the remote deserts of Australia, across the vast savannas of Africa, millions of termites continue digging, building, expanding, moving tiny grains of earth toward the surface, one particle at a time, one clue at a time, one hidden mystery at a time. The question is, what secrets are they revealing today that nobody has discovered yet?